Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Jim with Passport to Thailand. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. And in this video, we're going to continue our Generation X retirement crisis series. And the topic of this video is the deep dive. And so I'm going to cover three main topics in this video. And before I get started, if you're new here, welcome. And to all our new subscribers, thank you for joining the channel. And my name's Jim. I'm an American expat living here in Thailand for over 4 years with my Thai wife. And our channel here, Passport to Thailand, is something to just help you make better decisions on whether Thailand is a good option for you or not. We share our life with you, and I put about a video out about every week. And I'm an open book, and we're building an amazing community of people from around the world. And I really want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Your input is so important to me. I read every comment, and I appreciate it. So let's get right into the video here. I'm going to try and keep this video short, sweet, right to the point, and to give you as much information as I can. So I'm going to cover three main topics today in this video. We're going to start off with visas. And as a foreigner and as a U.S. citizen, I'm here on a visa. And I've actually been on two visas since I've been here in Thailand. When I first arrived in the country, I was on a retirement visa. Now, that's a pretty standard cookie cutter visa that a lot of people are on if you're over the age of 50. And just generally speaking, I'm not going to get too much in the weeds on it, but you're going to need about, as an American on a retirement visa here, you're going to need about 24,000 US dollars to park in a bank account here in Thailand and leave it. And basically, it's your money. You can pull it out anytime you want, but there's a blackout period throughout the year, about 3 months before your visa needs to be renewed, and about 3 months after your visa has been renewed. That money needs to be in the account and shown that the balance hasn't gone below 800,000 baht, or about 24,000 US dollars. Now, you might ask yourself, why would I need to put $24,000 in a bank account to get a visa, a retirement visa in Thailand? Generally speaking, the way it's been explained to me from immigration, it just shows them that you have the financial means to take care of yourself and that you're not going to be a burden on their public services for the Thai people. So that's essentially what it's for. Renew your visa. If you're on a retirement visa every year, it's less than $100 a year to renew it, the cost in that. You do some paperwork and make some copies and get a couple documents for them from the bank. And so that whole process, the fees from the bank to get basically it's an affidavit showing that the money's still there, and you fill out the application and so on and so forth. Copies of your passport, you bring it in immigration, less than $100, and that you're renewed for another 12 months. It's called an extension of stay. That's all it is. So that's the main visa for retirees. And I mentioned I started on that visa, and then I realized after my first year of being here in Thailand that really the marriage visa, or the Thai support spouse visa, is the better visa for me because I'm married to a Thai national. So my wife and I did that process ourselves, and I need half of that money from the visa, the retirement visa, to be in an account every year. It's about 12 grand US, and it's much easier to renew it, in my opinion, now that I've gone through the process. So those are the two different ones. There's many different visas. There's long-term visas, elite visa. There's a whole bunch of them. And really, it's up to you on what's going to be best for you. And that would be a whole different video. But my recommendation is, if you're getting here for the first time, deal with a immigration attorney or a visa agent. They can give you a consultation and kind of deep dive into your particular situation and help you get on the right visa. I did do a visa video before, and I talk about my experience. So if you're interested in that, scroll back through the channel. You can find that one and learn a little bit more about visas. The next topic I want to talk about, which I think, and now that I've been here for 4 years, I think this is probably, if not the number one, it's going to be number one or number two in the topics here, and that is living in the proper location. And how do you find it, and what should you do in the very beginning? A lot of people come over here and they've watched a lot of videos and they are kind of predetermined where they want to live. That's a big mistake. Once you're here in country, I recommend go to the different major cities, different rural areas, physically experience it yourself independently, and you're going to get a different vibe everywhere you go. Thailand's like any country. If you're in the north, if you're in the big cities, you're in the south, you're in the beach towns, it's a different vibe and there's a different experience. When I came to Thailand, I thought I was going to live in Bangkok. That was my initial point of interest, my wife and I. We ended up living way up north, rural, closer to her family. And I'm glad that we didn't buy anything in Bangkok right away because we ended up building a home up here in the mountains in the north, which is a better fit for me personally. And so when you come over here, please take at least the first year and just rent and spend some time in some different areas. Go to Bangkok, go to Pattaya, go to Hua Hin, go to Phuket, go to Chiang Mai, go to Udon Thani or Ayutthaya or any of the different cities and spend a couple days. And you're going to find very quickly that there's a different vibe, a different way of life, a different speed to the city, so to speak. And I think that's my best advice to you. If you're a partier person and you love the nightlife, Bangkok, Pattaya, and parts of Chiang Mai have a little nightlife area. So you can be, in those areas for that kind of experience. Where I'm at, there's a nightlife, but it's kind of a mellow nightlife. We don't have any of the red light districts, so to speak, in my area, but we have night markets and night music and festivals and all sorts of stuff. Kind of more my speed at 56. And so that's why I recommend don't buy and don't get on a long term commitment the first year you're here. Spend a little time, and you're going to find that better place for you and maybe your spouse or your family to live. So, locations. Now, along with locations, I want to talk about the language barrier. And this goes along and specifically to geographically in Thailand. Now, if you don't speak any Thai, it's not a complete game changer and it's just not going to work for you. However, if you live up where I live, up in the rural areas, okay, there are very, very few people that speak any English. So I have had to learn Thai. Uh, and it's extremely difficult to learn. I'm not going to lie to you. At 56, I came here at 53, and I've been learning and learning for over the years here on how to speak Thai. It's very difficult. It's a tonal language, so totally different. But the point I'm trying to make is if you're not here with a Thai spouse or Thai partner, and you move up to somewhere like where I'm at, you're going to struggle. It's going to be very challenging for you because there just aren't any people to translate or understand what you're asking most of the time. If you're in Bangkok, Pattaya, Hua Hin, and even parts of Chiang Mai, you've got a larger population that speaks English. So you're going to have a much easier time in those cities navigating different things. You won't have to use translators all the time and hand signals and trying to figure out things. So, and you might, and I'm trying to make light of it, but the fact of the matter is it can be extremely frustrating and, almost debilitating on trying to get things done if you're in a situation where nobody speaks English. And quite frankly, we're in Thailand, right? Southeast Asia. It's not their obligation to speak my language. It's my obligation to learn their language. So you need to keep that in mind when you're here. And that's something that most people don't talk about, but the language barrier here has made more people, in my experience, just give up and go back to their country or go to another country like the Philippines, where it's an English speaking country as well. And I think it's what they say 78% of the population in the Philippines speaks fluent English. So, something to think about. Okay. The next topic I want to talk about is the cost of food and housing. Now, you have heard all the stories about how Thailand's so cheap and everything else, and generally speaking, it is. For example, Doesn't matter what city you're in, but if you're eating like the locals do, and my wife and I do, you're looking at about $1.50 to $3 per meal per person. These are great meals, and you're not going to go away hungry. So there is a significant savings living in Thailand just being able to eat like the locals do. Now, if you want to go to American style restaurants here in Thailand, we have many of them. I have KFC like a mile from my house up here in the middle of nowhere. So it's up here, and the prices are about the same you're going to pay in the U.S. for KFC. So it's not cheap in compared to you know Thai prices. So, food is exceptionally low uh, cost compared to US and other Western countries. You go to the markets, you get fresh food, you get fresh vegetables, you get fresh meat, you get everything fresh. Like tonight, just before I made this video, my wife and I were at the night market and got our dinner for this evening. What do we get? I got chicken curry with sticky rice. We got a couple mangoes for fruit for dessert and a couple other things. I think the thing with the whole bill for both of us is less than $6 for all that fresh food for our dinner this evening. So there's a real life example of the cost of living here in Thailand. And it's healthy. This is all organic up here in northern Thailand. There's no farms with pesticides and anything like that. So you're eating really well. And that's true all across Thailand as well. Certainly if you're down in Bangkok or in the south, you're getting all that fresh seafood. It's just amazing. So for the cost, you just can't beat it. And then I want to talk a little bit about healthcare. I'm sorry, about housing. And we'll talk about healthcare in another video because that's going to be a real big deep dive on that one. But housing is really affordable in Thailand. And like I talked about location, not picking, not just committing to something right when you get here. Um, if you look around, you can find really good deals for long-term rentals, or if you want to purchase. I'm going to tell you right now, this is February of 2026. I'm making this video. If you're in the market for a condo and you want to get a condo in downtown Bangkok, or you want to get a condo on the beach in the south, now is the time. With everything that's happened over the last year in Thailand and across the globe with the baht to dollar differences, right now real estate's kind of stalled big time. This might be the time to look to buy a condo if you're in the market. And again, after you've been in Thailand for a while and you've picked that location. So housing is excellent. You can find it anywhere if you need help. My recommendation is you can get a real estate agent to help you find a place to live. You can also ask the locals. And if you have a friend or someone in Thailand here, and you're looking for help, they'll help you as well. A lot of people are renting homes. Now, speaking about buying homes, I just did a video a few days ago. You might want to take a look at it. A friend of mine just asked if I could help her do a listing. She's selling her home. She's at the age now where she's going to go back and live with family. And she's got an amazing home here in downtown Nan. It's for sale. Check that video out. Contact her if you're interested. If you have questions, I can answer a few of them for you. But again, housing in Thailand is extremely affordable. Whether it's you're looking for an apartment in an apartment complex in Bangkok that has a pool, sauna, jacuzzi, and all of that, you're looking at about 500 US dollars for a 2 bedroom or even a 3 bedroom, depending on the location. Very, very reasonable. You can buy here, you can buy condos, you can buy a home on a lease because you can't buy the land, but you can get a 30-year lease on a property. Villa, you can get a pool and everything for under 100,000 US dollars. Yes, I'll say that one more time. You can get a villa with a pool for under 100,000 US dollars here in Thailand. You can get a condo close to the beach for right around $100,000. So housing is extremely affordable. And I built a home here in Thailand, in northern Thailand. My wife and I got a builder, and we built one. I did a whole video on that way back a couple of years ago. You can dig through the videos and find that. You can see him actually build it from the ground up. And I actually talk about the costs of it. So if that interests you. But those were the three main topics I want to talk about. And we'll do more deep dives on the Generation X retirement crisis videos as I continue this series. and answer a lot of your questions. But we covered visas, locations to live, language barriers, depending on what part of the country you're in, cost of food and housing. And I just want to say this, if you're thinking about Thailand as a possible retirement place for you and your family, I recommend please come over and spend some time here as much as you possibly can. When I came over here many years ago, we spent a month. We had 4 weeks to travel all throughout the country. I That was the best thing I had ever done in my life, was to give myself that amount of time to really engage in the country and feel the different locations and see what the vibe was. And it really kind of solidified and answered a lot of the questions and all the anxieties I had about coming here, and how hard is it going to be, and can I do it, and is it a big mistake? And all those questions were answered really after about week number 2. And I have to say this, have I had any regrets living over here? No. The only regret I have in life currently is that I really should have come to Thailand several years ago. I'm 56 right now. If I could have come over here at like my mid 40s, that would have been perfect. It have saved me a lot of health problems, I think, and so on and so forth. So, anyways, uh, take advantage of the opportunity. Come on over, check it out. Remember, in Thailand, and I say this in all my videos, there's always an option to get things done or to figure things out. It's not like Western countries. There are a lot of options here. So with that, I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining the video today. I really appreciate your support. Please leave a comment. Help us all out, build this community. I know a lot of my subscribers have questions. Feel free to chime in. I'm an open book, and I appreciate all of your support. So until next time, everybody, remember, Thailand is a great opportunity for retirement, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. See ya.